Debbie? Yeah. So good morning, everyone. Before I actually tell you about the Patient Innovation Awards, I would like to tell you that this all started because of research. Because of a project that I developed with Lazin Olivich, who's somewhere in the room, with Helena Canhão and Eric Van Ippel. And what we found in this project that we did here in Portugal with data from the Rare Disease Association was that patients innovate. Patients innovate to an extent that we found really surprising. In fact, 8% of the population that we studied revealed very important innovations. And when I say very important innovations, this is after medical screening. Doctors looked at it and said, wow, this is really new to the world. The other important finding was that these innovations matter to them. This increases their quality of life. The not so good finding on the other side was that these patients, these innovators, don't diffuse. In fact, a very small percentage is even willing to share this with their doctors or with other medical professionals. When they share with their peers, with other patients. So, obviously, as Eric has discussed before, there is a problem here. There is a market failure that we thought we could probably try to fix. And that's what we did when we created this platform, the Open Innovation Platform, open to all diseases, to all geographies, in which the objective is to have patients and non-professional caregivers and also other collaborators share their solutions. And we did this 16 months ago. And what happened in the past 16 months was, we think, very remarkable, because we actually collected 300 innovations. And I'm just telling you about the ones that went through medical screening and made it to the platform. Because, in fact, we have a lot more. 300, this is the rate of growth, with the top 5 contributors in terms of countries being the US in first place, Portugal, England, Australia, and Brazil. This is in 6 months. Not to mention the over 30 protocols that we have signed with patient associations across the globe, from Australia to Malaysia to Brazil to Serbia to Bosnia-Herzegovina to the UK to the US. But also a few recognitions that we didn't really expect, from the United Nations saying that we are really excited about this project, or us being semi-finalists, in fact, the only non-US semi-finalist in a competition that we only participated because we went to OY 2014 a year ago, and Karim said, look, I think you should apply to this. And then we did so well that, in fact, we were the project that got more applauses. One of the ways was to have the crowd applauding the different projects. We are very proud to say that we got more than all the other projects. But in fact, if you may allow me, we got 5 times more than the second project. So we are very proud of that. At some point, the European Commission called us a startup to follow, which is interesting because we aren't even a startup. But other things that surprised us was when the Virgin Airlines project, Virgin Airlines magazine, the magazine that they have on board of planes, wrote an article about us saying that this is an impressive platform. And people ask us, how did you manage to get this? And we have no clue, because we don't really have any funds for marketing or stuff like that. But this was possible because many people actually supported us. And some of the people are here in the room today. Eric Van Ippel was with us from the very beginning. But at some point, we will hear from Carlos Baldwin. People that lended their names to the project, and this was super important. Not to mention the 2 Nobel Prizes that we have in the advisory board that I should say are actively involved in the project, or other people that haven't yet received the Nobel Prize, like Bob Langer. Others, let me mention, Lee Fleming, Catherine Strandberg, actually from this community as well as Aaron Shishanover, a Nobel laureate from Israel, Richard Roberts, a Nobel Prize from the UK that now is in the US. So to increase the visibility of the project, what we decided to do at some point was an award to, on one side, increase the visibility of the project, but also, of course, to distinguish people that in some cases saved their own lives and end up saving the lives of many others. You will hear from them. So what we did was to consider everything that we had collected in the platform up to October 22, 22nd. And then on February 6th, we actually announced the winners, and now we have them with us.